Number 9, Daniel Tiberian says, "Hi, I have felt God call me to minister to the JWs, and he's opened doors for me to do so. What should I do so that my faith is not endangered when I am doing ministry? I meet with them tonight." Well, Daniel, there ain't much time. So I'm glad you're meeting with them. That's good. Arm yourself with knowledge. Stay away from the weirdos. Those are my 2 advices for you. So arm yourself with knowledge means understanding, preferably from with a Christian perspective or with a Christian guide until you really get deep in understanding these things. Understanding Jehovah's Witness teachings, some of the history that's gone on there, some of the issues that are going on there, and some of the pivotal things, the pivotal differences between Jehovah's Witnesses and Christians. I have lots of teaching on this. If you go to YouTube and you look, and I'll put a link below after the stream's over for my playlist on videos called Help for Jehovah's Witnesses. And it's literally a playlist of videos. I'd recommend you start watching through those. That will equip you with tons of knowledge and information that I think you will find helpful. When I say stay away from the weirdos, here's what I mean. There are those who the way that they would come against a religious group is to find any and every accusation they can and throw it at the Jehovah's Witnesses. You guys are all this and that. And it's not necessarily true. I want true stuff. So look for people who seem like they're radically exaggerating. Look for people who aren't showing you the real sources. Look for people who, when you double check what they say about this issue of the Watchtower says this, and then you go Google it and you're like, oh, it didn't say that. When you see that, just don't use those sources. You want to have good sources. This is important. Like I have a lot of issues with Roman Catholicism, and they're significant issues. I think that they're based upon significant issues with the real teachings of the church and with what Scripture says. But I don't do this game where I try to say that everything the Roman Catholic Church does is pagan, and it's just it's ancient Babylon, and the Roman Catholicism is ancient Babylon. Every single thing they do is pagan. It's all pagan, 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 pagan. I don't do that, because I don't think that's accurate. I don't think that's true. And so I want to have accurate criticisms, or else I'm not really going to have a conversation with anybody. I'm just going to call them names. They're going to get hurt. So I would do that. I would also remind you that Jehovah's Witnesses are not the Jehovah's Witness religion. You're talking to people who've been pulled into a very tight-knit social group that's very controlling by most people's standards. And they've been taught, for instance, they've been told to never Google the phrase Jehovah's Witnesses. Consider this. They've been told to never Google the phrase Jehovah's Witnesses, that they are to do research. Here's what they'll tell outsiders. We're encouraged to do our own research. We're encouraged to do our research, but they're also encouraged that research means going to the jw.org research section. So you're only researching what they tell you to research and using their resources to do it. This means that when you witness to JWs, you need to have a couple big lights on in your head. One is the awareness that they are potentially paranoid about outside information, meaning that they will naturally distrust anything you say because it's not coming from the proper source, which is them. 2, this is why you need to quote Jehovah's Witnesses when showing Jehovah's Witnesses what's wrong with Jehovah's Witnesses, or with their religion. So you need to quote their own sources. And so I've got tips on how to do this in my videos on how to witness to Jehovah's Witnesses, or what to say when they come to your door if you're having a real short conversation. I will put the playlist down below for you guys to check out. Again, all my content's free. And this is not an appeal for money. I don't want your money. I'm just telling you this because I want you to know all that content's available. They're not selling you anything. Check it out, consider it, and use it. And I don't even care if you thank me.